Hello, everyone, and a big thank you to all our new and existing viewers for tuning in. We truly appreciate your support and engagement with our content. Today, we are re-uploading a video that was originally posted by the Raw Facts following numerous requests from our audience. Many of you found this information valuable, and for the benefit of those who may have missed it, we are bringing it back for new viewers to stay informed. As some of you may already know, the Raw Facts channel was unfortunately hacked, leading to the loss of many insightful videos that covered important topics. Since these videos are no longer available on their original platform, we have taken the initiative to re-upload some of them here so that the critical information they contained is not lost. We believe in keeping the truth accessible, and we will continue to bring back key videos from the Raw Facts to ensure that the discussions and insights they provided remain available to the public. Stay tuned for more re-uploads and fresh content, and as always, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching, and let's dive into today's
I'm just doing
video.
a general video. I'm back in the Philippines again, and as you can see that I took some background video of flying from Korea to Cebu, and that was on Jeju Air. I came via Air Canada to Korea and then to the Philippines. As I have said in the past, Air Canada is one of the worst airlines. The only reason that I actually took that flight is because Air Canada is owing me money from way back of COVID times when I had some flights booked and they canceled everything, and all they chose to give was a voucher. They kept the voucher, they gave no interest, and then eventually I had to use it. But I'm happy to say that is the last flight I will ever take on Air Canada. They are pretty much one of the worst, and it just goes to show most of the time when I take any of the other airlines and I get a connection, it's usually a very good connection. What they give was this Jeju Air connection, which well, I guess that is a budget low cost airline. I would not blame that airline for anything. It's a no frills airline. The seats are small, it's uncomfortable, there's nothing served on the flight. It's not the best. It's a low cost, low budget airline, and I guess Air Canada decide to link their connection with Jeju Air rather than Korean Air, Eva Air, or Cathay Pacific, which are some of the better airlines. So anyway, that's just the background of the flight that I took. Wanted to let you guys know. So I'm back in the Philippines again with the gold diggers and the scammers, the bunch of Filipina that are trying to actually defraud and scam as many foreigners as they possibly can. And I'm back here again. I actually was in Cebu for a couple of days. I met with a couple foreigners, and some of the foreigners who have hooked up with some of these young girls, I pity them. I've talked about it many times. And as I have said to foreigners coming to the Philippines, you have to be very careful. There is no possibility, not in anybody's wildest dream, that a girl 25 or under wants a man 30 or above, far less 40, 50, 60. You are old, decrepit, smelly. They do not want you, they don't love you, and you get fooled into believing that they do love you. You found the one in a million girl who will appreciate you and love you. The only thing she wants from you is actually your money, whatever little money you have. If you have $1,000 pension, $1,500 pension, you come here, you will quickly realize that that $50,000 or $75,000 pesos that your pension translates into is actually a gold mine for any Filipina here. Most of them are living in utmost abject poverty, total squalor. A lot of them don't have a proper house to live. They don't have proper clothes. There are days when they don't eat. So 75,000 pesos is a lot of money. It is a significant amount of money. So when you with your old self comes here and thinks that you found, and you think that you have found love, you have found a scammer and a gold digger. And many of the foreigners, what I tell them is, I can understand when you come from the USA, from Australia, from Canada, from the United Kingdom, where you're 50, 60 years old and you cannot even get a 50 or 60-year-old woman with her breasts hanging to her knee, more wrinkles on her face than a winter tire, and she thinks she's the best thing since sliced bread and won't even give you the time of day. And then you land in the Philippines and this young 18, 19, 20, 25-year-old girl, perky breasts, a tight body, smoking hot body, and comes and says she loves you so much. Age is just a number, and you're so guapo, as they say, and you have a great personality. Filipinos are cheaters, and so on and so forth. What you quickly find out is you hook up with this Filipina, but then she has a Filipino banging her on the side. And you go back to the US, find that she gets pregnant for the guy, or you're sending money and you think you're supporting her, but you're supporting the guy. What I tell foreigners, if you want a young girl, you want to have a good time, do not come here and hook up with any girls. Don't hook up with them. You can find them. They're a dime a dozen. You walk in the mall. You check on all the dating sites, Dating Asia, Filipina dating, Christian dating, Pina Love, all the dating sites. Check on them. They're a dime a dozen. You chat with them. They'll come meet you, spend a night or two in the hotel. They'll, excuse my language, fuck your brains out. You give them $100 and they'll go their way. Don't fall in love with these girls. Don't get attached to these girls. You're going to come up for a very rude awakening. So I wanted to talk about this situation because, again, you know, I'm back in the Philippines. I'm here again, probably for a month or two, and then I'm back off to the USA. As I say, I come back and forth here. I have business. I have things running here. You know, I was walking with one of these guys in the mall. We were going to get something to eat. We're actually in Ayala Mall. We were going to TGI. I always like to go there. And, you know, just walking in the mall, we stopped at one of the kiosks there. And just from the talk with the girl, she was pretty much ready to jump in bed with me. And, you know, she was like, are you here on vacation? You're here with your family? I said, no, I'm here on business. And it's then, you know, like the girl, oh, let's go fuck, you know. Pretty much that's what her eyes says. You know, they all come with the same thing. You as a foreigner, you're walking alone in the mall, meet one of these girls, this is what they're going to say to you. You know, hello, sir, how are you? How are you? Are you here with your family? You're here meeting your girlfriend? And if you say you're single, well, then fine. She's going to go with you back to your hotel room. Remember, these girls here, as I said, they're working for peanuts. They're working for nothing. So when they're working, you meet a girl working at Jollibee, she cannot even afford to eat at Jollibee. So far less, that's to tell you what they work for. They work for maybe $250 a month, you know, 10,000 pesos. That's what they work for. Then maybe they take out $1,000 for transport. What are they left with? They come with their rice and maybe they get some gravy or something somewhere to eat for lunch. They cannot afford to eat in Jollibee, far less for TGI. Well, they cannot even fall asleep and dream about eating in TGI. They could never think about that. Many of these Filipina eating at Jollibee, KFC, or any of these places, that's a luxury for them. You will meet a Filipina 15, 16, 17, 18 years old and ask them about Jollibee. They'll tell you they've never been to Jollibee. They've never eaten it. So it is not a far-fetched thought to think that you coming here with your 1,000 or 2,000 US pension is nothing short of a Bill Gates to them. And when these girls get on to you, they're going to try to persuade you that they're in love with you. Age is just a number. It doesn't matter that she's 20 and you're 75. She likes your personality. The Filipino guys are all cheaters. And she gives you the whole spiel. They have a book. You know, I think that when they go to school, there's a subject. They have mathematics, English, science, what have you. And then there's a subject called foreigner scamming, where they learn all and every one of the stories to give foreigners, and then what to tell the foreigner, how to lure them in. You know, get the foreigner as soon as you catch him. Get him in bed, you know, give him a good ride, give him a good blow job, blow his mind. You know, 70-year-old guy who hasn't been laid in 30 years, you know, just living in his mother's basement, watching porn and whacking off, comes here and gets this nice young girl and thinks that that's the love of his life. Well, what I'm saying to you foreigners is you can come to the Philippines and you can get that a dime a dozen. You do not have to commit to a girl. You don't have to marry her. You don't have to take her in as a girlfriend, because if you do that, she's going to take you to the cleaners. And like many of these foreigners who are left here destitute and desolate on the streets of Manila and Cebu, some of them, as you've seen, all their money is gone. They've lost everything. Well, those are the guys who got taken in by the sweet talk of the Filipina. So you have to be very, very careful when you go and you meet these Filipina. As I say, you can walk in the mall, you can go on the dating site. It is not difficult to get a girl to meet you. She'll come to your hotel room. Chances are when you talk to this girl, if she's somewhere close and she has to come meet you, she's going to ask you to send her 500 or 1,000 pesos. What is that? $20. Because she has no money for transport to get there. Now, mind you, you may send some of them that money and they will disappear. And that'll be the end of that. If she does come and meet you in your hotel or wherever, make sure put all your valuables and your money in the safe in the hotel. Leave a couple thousand, 2,000-3,000 outside. When she comes to your hotel, she's going to want to start ordering food. Don't let her order. She's going to order like a hungry pig and order everything she can. If you want, you can take her to Jollibee and buy her a meal. Bring her back to the hotel. She'll bang you. She'll do everything for you. Whatever, she'll shower with you, she'll do everything. And then you give her a couple thousand and you move on from there. And you have to remember that if you're staying at a hotel, if you're in, let's say, Cebu, and you're staying, if you decide to stay at the waterfront, when you bring this girl to the waterfront, make sure that when you take her to the hotel room that night, the next day you're checking out of there. Don't stay there because she'll come the next day to try to bleed you again. You check out of there and go to the Radisson Blu, go to the Shangri-La, go to another hotel. So you get to Cebu, you check into whichever hotel, spend a day or two, you talk to her, let her come and meet you a day, spend a night with her, and the next day you check out. Tell her, well, you're going to Manila, you're going to Bohol or something, and you'll contact her again. And then what you do is you go to another hotel and you keep doing, you do that and have a great time here. Bang 20 girls, go to Manila, bang another 20 girls, get it out of your system, and then go back to America, go back to England, wherever you come from, and be happy. Come back in a year or 6 months again and do the same. Do not come here and get taken in by these girls who are 30, 40 years your junior and think that they love you, they want to marry you, and they want to be with you. You're going to be very hurt in the long run. Many that has happened too. Look at this guy, Dwayne. What happened to him? Look at the other guy, John. Look at what happened to him. So many of them. There's hundreds I can name. So this video is a warning to you foreigners. Be very, very careful. Watch what you're doing. Be very wary of these girls. When you come to the Philippines, do not get taken aback. Don't let your dickhead run your head, your brain. Let your brain in your head work. And that's the only way that you're going to stay sane, you're going to stay happy, and you're not going to be parted with your money. So this video, as I said, is just a catch-up video. I just came back into the Philippines. Every time I land here, these girls just blow my mind with their scamming and dishonesty and pretty much prostituting themselves. And don't forget the family are all into it too. So be very careful, guys. Take care. I'll have a video for you in the next few days. Thanks again. God bless, and everybody take care.